I'll murder him. Purser! What do you think you're doing? How dare you? When did you qualify as a doctor? Come on. You diagnosed the chief officer's complaint. An ulcer, you said.
That's right. It's quite obvious, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yes, and it's very serious.
Oh, you're a better doctor than I am. I have just completed 2 days' tests on him, and I think he's got a very slight gastric irritation.
Really? Well, no, you could be right, Doctor.
Oh, I am right, Purser.
Well, I was only trying to help. After all, I know how busy
Well, you're
you
not
are.
being very helpful. In fact, you're interfering, which seems to be a nasty little habit of yours.
I beg your pardon. I have no nasty little habits. Not like some people.
What do you mean by that?
You were entertaining a lady passenger of the opposite sex last night in your cabin.
That's not a nasty little habit, Harold. You ought to try it sometime.
In fact, it's against the regulations, as I pointed out to the captain.
You told the captain that?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, after all, I do help the captain to run this ship.
Look, mate, if you don't stop interfering, I'll help you over the side of the ship.
Ah, that would be,
Yes!
Remember this? That's you by the fishing boat at Lanzarote.
Oh, yes. Very nice.
And here's me and Duncan by the fishing boat.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and here's one of Duncan.
Yes, by the fishing boat.
And here's another one of Duncan.
Where's the fishing boat?
It went fishing.
Ah, photographs, and in colour too, eh?
So they are. I had no idea you were an expert, Harold.
Oh, that's a nice one of you and Dr. Waring. It's a little out of focus, though. Yes, you see, if you'd put an ultraviolet filter there, you could have cut out that haze and the... I'm so glad to see you found a new boyfriend, nurse.
You what?
Yes, I don't blame you for getting rid of Dr. Waring.
Getting rid of Duncan?
Although he did seem to be doing rather well with the hairdresser this morning. Bag?
Maybe he was after a free haircut.
Yeah, but that's not all he was after.
Oh, well, maybe a manicure? Oh, hello. How's the,
Oh, fine, thanks, baby doc.
Oh, good.
Dick, do you know what the purser told the chief officer?
Is this a joke?
No.
Well, do you know what the purser told the nurse?
No, what did the purser tell the nurse?
The one about the doctor and the hairdresser?
What? That is it, mate. I've had as much as I can take.
Oh, just ignore him.
But how can I ignore him? He's everywhere I go. At breakfast, he's sitting at the next table telling the captain what I was up to the night before. Half the passengers who come in here have been diagnosed by him. If I go for a beer in the bar, he tells people I'm drinking too much. And if I so much as talk to a woman, he says we're having a raving affair. Now, one of us has got to go.
Oh, dear.
Purser! Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
Dr. Waring, what's the hurry?
I'm going to see a very, very sick man, sir.
Excuse me, ladies. There was a time, of course, when the waves were mountainous up this side, now the next, and the whole ship going up the river. Yes, really up. You never quite knew whether you were coming down or not. Yes, but nowadays the ship is fully stabilized and there's very little roll in heavy seas.
Purser!
In fact, the stabilizer can counteract up to 80%.
Boy!
Ah, Dr. Waring, did you want to see me?
You don't keep your nose out of my business, Mr. Smedic. I'll
I'm
ring your...
terribly sorry about all this. Listen to me. Dr. Waring, who do you think you... Oh, Get him off me, please. Help her.
Dr. Waring! Purser!
Get him off me, please.
I'll bloody well get
Oh, get him off me, please. Oh, get him off me. Get off
No excuse.
But, sir,
Absolutely no excuse for brawling in front of passengers like a bunch of hoodlums.
But, sir, Dr. Waring started it.
I don't think he did, Purser.
Quiet, Clark.
Takes two to start a fight, sir.
Quiet, Waring.
Oh, look, sir, all I was doing...
Watch him, sir. He's
Ah,
vicious.
you rotten little...
Do you see what I mean, sir? He's an animal. Oh, dear. He's torn me to pieces.
Yeah, so you've lost 2 buttons. If you don't shut up, you lose the rest of your buttons, your epaulets and your gold rings. You snigger in front of me, Dr. Waring, and you'll lose your front teeth. Aren't you supposed to be inspecting the kitchens this morning?
Yes, sir, we are.
Well, would you like to go and do that?
Sir.
Yes, sir, thank you, sir.
And come back and see me in my cabin.
Sir.
And Dr. Waring, try and control that vicious temper of yours. Because if you don't, I shall tear your body limb from limb and throw it to the ruddy sharks.
Well done, sir. Captain, I don't know whether I should tell you this or not, but...
But you're going to anyway.
Yes. Dr. Waring has assaulted me thrice today.
There are times, Purser, when I feel like assaulting you myself.
Oh, sir, I couldn't be assaulted by a finer person. Sir, you know, assault is not Dr. Waring's only crime, oh no.
Purser, Waring is not on trial.
No, just wait until you've heard the evidence. Are you aware, for example, that Dr. Waring receives wine and spirits from the chef for giving him favourable opinions about his kitchens? And not only that...
Purser, complaints against officers should come through the proper channels. We deal in facts, not washerwomen's gossip.
Well, Fritz,
If you please.
I found mice in the flour bins, dirty sinks and worktops, greasy floors...
What?
And 8 dead rats in the vegetable locker.
You're having a yoke, yeah?
Yeah, I have a yoke. No, it's absolutely spotless as usual.
There you are, Duncan. Have a lager.
Oh, lovely. There you are.
Perhaps you would like to inspect my stall?
Ah, the storeroom, the storeroom. Now, there's the whiskey. The whiskey. And 1 bottle of brandy for medicinal purposes only, of course.
2 bottles.
Only 2 bottles?
Ah, well, if I'm careful, it'll last till lunchtime, eh? Cheers. Skål.
Skål!
Alcoholics.
Well, Fritz, what are we having for lunch today?
Today is special for the doctors. André, bring the beef steaks, if you please.
Can't be bad.
Beautiful steaks, eh?
What a pair, eh?
I tell you, some of the steaks that we have in the fridge is more fat than me. Why don't you have a bottle of red wine from the store to go with the steaks? Eh?
No, thanks, Fritz. We've still got some bottles left from yesterday.
Where are you hiding them?
In my wardrobe.
Well, you be careful that the bursar doesn't find them.
Ah, don't worry, chaps. This is one little wheeze that Harold doesn't know about, eh?
And he won't find out now. Because we lock the door. And we don't open it again until we get to London.
All right. Let's do it to London.
Attention, please. Attention, please. Will the purser report to the officer's wardroom immediately? Will the purser please report to the officer's wardroom immediately? Thank you.
I tried his cabin, sir. There's no reply.
I don't understand. I wonder where he is.
Perhaps he's in there with a bird.
Oh, nurse.
Yes, Captain.
Nurse, have you seen the purser?
No, sir.
Where the devil is he?
Have you tried the missing purser's bureau, sir?
Go to to the wardroom and see if he turns up for lunch.
Yes, he never misses lunch.
That's true. Even when he's seasick, he never misses lunch.
When you're smiling, the whole world smiles. Oh, dear.
Where are you going to make the first incision?
Here, I think.
Well?
Delicious!
Oh, good old Fritz.
He's not here, sir.
Steaks look good, Chaffee. Fancy one?
Yes, rather.
We'll both have steaks, please. Yes, sir. Have either of you seen the purser?
No, sir.
He appears to be missing.
Have you tried the Missing Persons Bureau?
When did you last see him, sir?
I last saw him in here this morning after he'd been attacked by Dr. Waring.
The last time I saw him was when you dragged him into surgery.
When did you last see him, Dr. Waring?
The last time I saw him was this morning after I'd attacked him in a brutal, savage and frenzied way.
Yes, that's when I last saw him, too.
Just remembered something. When I saw the purser this morning, he was trying to tell me about some fiddle you were up to, Dr. Waring, something to do with food. And now he's missing.
And what's that got to do with me?
We know you attacked him 3 times this morning. Was there a 4th time?
No! I suppose you think I murdered him, eh?
Well, he's got to be found, Chief Officer. So, put the search routine into operation. I want this ship searched from top to bottom for the purser.
It shouldn't be long before they find me now. If they're looking for me. Of course they're looking for me. But will they look in here? Yes, of course they will. I mean, whenever anyone's missing, I always look in here. I always look in here, nobody else does, no. Oh dear, oh my. Oh, I hope they find me before I go mad and start talking to myself. What do you mean, start talking to yourself? You are talking to yourself. No, I'm not. No, I'm just thinking out loud. Yes, so I am. But that's talking to yourself, you fool. Oh my, it must be the lack of oxygen. Air! I must have air. Give me some air. Oh. Yes. Oh. Wrong. Wrong. Come on. Right. Come on. Get in there. Come on.
There's nothing there.
Hang on a moment.
And what?
I'll see if he's been filed under P for purser.
Duncan, you're not taking this very seriously.
Oh, you're taking the whole thing far too seriously.
Supposing the purser has completely disappeared. You know what that means, don't you?
Yes, peace and quiet for me.
No, it does not. Because of all your threats and attacking the purser in front of witnesses, the captain is rapidly coming to the conclusion that you had something to do with his disappearance.
Oh, rubbish.
Come on, Duncan, you can confide in me. Did you have another punch-up with the purser?
Not exactly a punch-up.
Aha.
Yeah. You see, he was in the Atlantis Lounge, and he was telling all the passengers that I wasn't a qualified surgeon.
No.
Yes. So as he left, I followed him down the alleyway and then belted him over the head with a fire extinguisher.
What?
Yeah. And then I dragged his body into the operating theatre, and while he was unconscious, I opened him up and ripped out his appendix. And before he woke up, I presented it to him on a plate.
Oh. Well, go on.
Go on! What do you mean, go? You believed me, didn't you? You actually believed me. Have you had another punch-up with a purse? I'll have a punch-up with you in a minute.
No. Now, steady on, old boy. I mean, I don't really think you're a murderer.
No.
But supposing somebody has done him in.
Well, then he's done us all a favour, hasn't he?
Yes, but I mean, how would he get rid of the body?
Over the side.
Yes, but not in broad daylight. No. No, he would have to hide it until it was dark, and then do it. Now, where would he hide it?
Slop bins in the kitchen.
What?
Yeah. Well, he could dump the body in there during the day, and the kitchen hands would dump the body and the slops over the side at night. Dick? Dick?
You check the freezer compartment, bakery?
Yes, nothing.
Tin food store, vegetable store. Oh. Ovens, dishwashers?
Oh, Fritz, have your staff...
You come at a good moment. I'm just about to personally search my little storeroom.
Oh, yes. But Fritz, have... What?
No person?
No.
We're going to a lot of trouble for that idiot. I think we deserve a little reward.
Oh. Fritz, have your staff check the slop bins.
No need to. They're empty. Yeah. Duncan said they were too full, so we emptied them while everyone was having lunch.
Good. Duncan told you to empty them.
Yeah?
I wonder where the purser is, eh?
Yeah, well, he's not in there for a start. Behave. This is a surgery.
Well, get your clothes off. I'll give you an examination.
Now, look, what's this the purser was saying about you and the hairdresser?
Well, yeah. Well, I was chatting her up to get a free haircut.
Yeah, well, do it again and you'll get scalped.
Do you know, the captain thinks that I've heaved the purser over the side.
What?
Yeah, and Dick.
Eh?
No, it's true that Captain and Dick think just because I was threatening to kill him and he's disappeared that I'm responsible. Mind you, when I do find him, I shall take great pleasure in sliding my hands around his neck. You're all right, Joy. You see what I mean? He thinks I'm a murderer.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. It's just that...
What?
Well, it's just that we've searched the ship from front to bow, and there's still no sign of the purser. I come in here, and you...
Really, Dick? He wasn't attacking me. He was just telling me what he'd do to the purser.
So you didn't find the body in the slops, then?
No.
No?
No, because you had the bins emptied over the side this morning.
No, wait. They were unhygienic. They were overfull. You realise what he's saying, don't you?
Oh, really, Dick? How could you suspect Duncan of such an awful thing?
Oh, he could suspect Duncan of doing such an awful thing very easily, couldn't you? Great oink. Go on, shove off.
Well, I think I'd better. I don't want to be the next on your list.
Dick! Oh, look at the time. I really think I ought to be...
Not you as well. I don't believe it.
I'm very sorry, but I shall have to see the captain about this, you know.
You see the captain. Go on. Yes, I'm mad. Oh, needed that.
And then he went berserk and started thumping the walls.
Bulkheads.
It's not bulkheads, it's true. He started thumping the bulkheads. Yes.
It's the sea that does this to people.
Oh, I don't think he's been drinking seawater, sir.
I'd like to hear what Dr. Waring had to say.
Purser! Purser! If you're out there, Harold, I hope you know what you're doing to me.
you there?
Purser, where are you? Purser? Purser? Are you there?
No.
Are you there?
Yes.
Ah, sir, that's the purser.
Doctor, it's a ventilation shaft.
No, the purser is in the ventilation shaft.
No, Duncan, he isn't.
Yes, I bloody well am.
Purser, are you in there?
Oh, Captain. Oh, do forgive me for swearing, sir. It's not my fault.
Is the purser all right? Hang on, purser. We'll get you some help.
Harold?
Yes.
I didn't think you were a murderer.
Oh, thank you, Dick.
I thought you were balmy, though.
We found him, sir. He crawled down here.
Hey!
Oh!
Harold, it's great to see you.
Thank you for finding me, Dr. Waring.
Welcome back, purser.
Thank you, Captain.
Harold, they all thought I'd thrown you overboard.
Get away with you.
Tell me, purser, how did you get into the ventilator in the first place?
Well now, sir. I was down in the kitchen collecting evidence against Duncan here.
What?
Yes. I saw him take 2 bottles of spirits and receive 2 large steaks from the chef.
Were those the steaks you had for lunch?
Well, yes, sir.
Dr. Waring, in addition to your other accomplishments, you appear to be a black marketeer and a spiv. Come and see me in my cabin.
Oh, that's not all, sir. You know that hotel in Madeira?